Alright guys, welcome back to my next video. Alright, so I have a video to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys how to debloat your Lenovo Legion Go or any other gaming handhelds you have. You need to debloat your system because you know Microsoft comes with a lot of stuff on here that you don't need and is always running in the background. So this is going to help you to boost your system performance and help you get a better gaming experience out of your systems, right? So the original creator is Chris Titus. He created a script, and then there's other people that participate in the script and to make it better over the period of years. It's been out for a couple of years now. With this script, you don't gotta download anything. It's something you run in the command prompt and it pops up in your system, and then you could run it and it clears up your system, disable any unwanted stuff that you're not using or with Windows that you don't need on your system, and it will help you to boost your performance overall, because you already know Windows is lagging behind in performance versus SteamOS, and the reason being is Windows come with so much stuff that's running in the background. Alright, so this is one step closer to being on the same level as SteamOS. So the first thing you guys need to do, as I say, you're not downloading anything, you want to right click on the Windows button right here. When you do that, you're going to see terminal. You want to run terminal as admin. Alright, so when you do that, what you need to type IRM. Then once you got that done, I'll put the link in the description box down below where you can see exactly how it is and how to type it. Then you hit enter. It's going to do its thing real quick, a little bit to pop up. So this is it right here, guys. Right, so you got install, tweaks, config, updates, marker win. Right, so install is all the stuff that you could install in your system. So if you want to quick install something like Chrome or anything that's in here, Firefox, you can install it directly from here, guys. You don't have to go to the web or download it. You could do it from here if you're in here already and you're doing some tweaking to your system. Next thing, you go to tweaks over here. And here, that's the way you do the debloating, guys. Once you click standard, the system would select everything that it thinks you want to debloat or disable, but you gotta make sure you read every single one, guys, right? So not everyone you might not wanna do, right? So with game DVR, if you use game DVR, it says disable game DVR. So if you're using Xbox full screen experience mode and you use game DVR, you wanna make sure that's unticked. Disable telemetry, that's good. Create restore point, delete temporary files. So you want to make sure you read everything, guys. So come down, disable hibernation. You want to make sure that's on tick, because you don't want to disable hibernation, because you want to make sure your system could hibernate when you press the button, when you press the power button, right? Disable home group, could leave that tick. Disable location tracking, you could disable that. Storage sense, you could disable that as well. All right, so disable Wi-Fi sense, want to untick that. That might mess up your Wi-Fi. Enable end tasks with right click, that's good. You want to also make sure you have run disk cleanup. You need that so that you can clean up your system while it's debloating. Disable PowerShell, that's good. Change Windows terminal default, you could leave that unchecked. You might want to debloat the Edge browser as well, okay, so you could check that as well. Also down here with advanced tweaks, Chris Titus says you don't want to mess with down here, so just leave this as it is. Don't press anything down here, guys. And once you go through everything and you figure out what you want, then you scroll down and then it says run tweak. All right, it says already running. So now if you swipe up and open the terminal, it should be running right here, guys. So let it do its thing real quick, and then after that you should be all debloated. So it gives you the notification right here. So you have successful resolved low disk space condition. So you could just hit OK. Alright, so you did the disk cleanup, you clean up your storage and everything, and you disable everything that unwanted and you don't need in your system, right? So it says right here, tweaks are finished. So once that's done, that means you're good to go, guys. So let's go back inside here. Over here, you can mess with some settings as well. So you could change from light to dark if you want from here. And Bing search start menu. So if you want Bing search to be in start menu, you can turn it off and on right here. I don't need that, I can turn it off. Come down, anything else you don't need to unstart up or whatever, you can just go through this right here and you can turn it off or on, guys. So widget button and taskbar. I don't really need that, so you can turn it off as well. Alright, so once you come to config, right, there's a few things you can do in here. You can set up auto login. So if you click on auto login, you could put all your password in and stuff like that, so that as soon as you turn Windows on, it goes right into your system. You gotta put your password in and stuff like that, but that's kind of a security risk, so it's up to you if you want to do that, because if someone find your device, turn your device on, they could just go right inside the system. I'm not gonna do that. If you have any issues with the Windows updates, like if you update your system and you have any type of issues, bugs, or anything like that, you could also reset Windows updates as well from here. And you could do a few more stuff in here. You could go to power panel, change your stuff, change it from here if you want. It's up to you. You could do it from Windows as well. You don't have to do it from here, but anything you want to do, you could do it from in here, guys. Windows restore. Yeah, and that's basically it for here. Right, so now you could also exit out of this. You see it says task finished, everything is done. Come out of this, and you could also disable your startup apps and stuff like that. So if you have any apps that's running, as soon as the system start up, you could turn it off. And also delete apps that you're not using. So if you type startup apps, it should come up. And then here you can turn off all the apps you don't want to start up when you boot up your system, right? Like Windows Edge, I don't need this to start up, so you could turn that off. Microsoft OneDrive, you gotta turn it off as well. And mobile device, turn this off, because this right here, as soon as your system boot up, all of these, if it's on, it comes up. That taking resources from your system, going towards applications, and it's taking all the resource from your gaming, right? So you can do that, turn them off, so that you could turn them on whenever you want. So it's not like it's off forever. So if you want to open up Microsoft Edge, you could go and open up Microsoft Edge, just that it's not going to start up when your system boot up. Radiant software, you can leave this on, start when exiting to desktop mode. All right, that's fine. And Realtek audio, you can leave this on as well. This is for your audio, for like your speakers and stuff like that. And terminal, you can leave that off. Windows security notification icon, you can leave this on as well, depending on what you want to do. Xbox, and you can turn it off when you go to desktop mode, right? Next thing you could do, if you go back to applications, you go to install apps as well, and you can uninstall any apps that you're not using, that you don't want in your system. So you scroll down, anything that you don't want, you're not using, you could delete it. Alright, so let's see if there's anything in here. You use losing space, the bridge, I use that. Loss of scaling, I use that. I use that game. Media player, I use that sometimes. Microsoft 360, I think this is like Microsoft Word. I don't need that, I could uninstall that. And all the C++ stuff, you want to leave that. You don't want to mess with that. News, could uninstall this as well. And just go through it, guys, and you can uninstall anything you don't want in your system, as long as it's not affecting like the software or Windows itself. Like with the C++ stuff, you want to leave that. That's basically it. This should help you out, give you a smoother gameplay, putting your system in a better state of playing all your video games and boosting your performance, guys. If you have any questions for me, any idea, if you have any more tips for me, just drop the comment down below. Let me know what you think. Hit that like button, sub for more awesome content, guys. And remember what I always say, health is wealth. Peace and love. I'm out, guys. Thanks for tuning in.